Hello all, welcome to part 5 of Ogre Wizard. It's round 1 of the Crawl Sun Death Challengers Tournament. We're playing Hep, who says your past becomes your present, which is very true because in our near past we had quite a present. Here on D12, planes, we found Summon Lightning Spire. So we found the Summon Starter Book. I immediately put it in my spell list, so there it is. A very big boon. Of course, if you don't know, I think this is the strongest spell in the game, which is really nice because we skipped Lair, and we're going to be going into Orc as our first quote-unquote branch. So yeah, having the best spell is certainly going to help. We're going to clear the rest of D12 before we do that. We're training a little bit more Conjurations and Necromancy for Bolts of Draining, and then we're going to be all in on getting Spire going. But yeah, that's not too hard because we already started off with 3 summonings and air magic due to our wizard start. Just before we play, you have to bear with me. I'm just going to wax lyrical about ogres for a second. So if you're watching this, you might be wondering what my issue is with the ogre change. You might not even know that there was an ogre change, so maybe I should do that first. The main thing that changed was, so there were a bunch of aptitudes that were altered. The main one is that maces and flails went from being a +3 aptitude to a -1. So you might be aware that ogres are one of only 2 species that can wield giant clubs. The other is a troll, and of course if you're playing a troll, you're probably using its claws. So it was kind of like ogre was the only real giant club and giant spiked club species in the game. And so maces and flails went from +3 to -1, and then its spell aptitudes were changed around. So they always had a +1 spellcasting aptitude, which kind of let you be a dumb ogre and still kind of have good low-level utility spells. But their other aptitudes, I don't remember if they're all -2. Anyway, they all got brought up to -1, and then they got made a higher intelligence species. So you're watching this game, you're watching me play, you might be thinking, what's wrong with this? Like this character is exactly like you play all your other characters. You got a polearm, you're learning, these little hybrid type spells. You got Summon Lightning Spire now, Confusing Touch, so on and so on. And you're not wrong. So it is basically right in my wheelhouse to have a hybrid species. That is how I tend to play most of my characters. That's how I prefer to play. So then what's the deal here? The deal is that the thing I really don't like about it is that the game used to have a very unique experience in species in Ogre. So I touched on that it was the only giant club species, but it's not that, because you can use the giant club now still, and that's what people who like this ogre change say. There's nothing stopping you from still using the giant club. You got a -1 aptitude. It's not horrible. The thing is, you would never play like that anymore because it's bad. You're better off playing this hybrid style like this. You're better off having the shield. So the way that it used to work, and you've maybe seen this where it's not so bad now that we do have a shield, but before we did, you have high HP as an ogre, but you have bad evasion and you have bad AC. So your high HP is deceptively flimsy. And what happened is you'd go for the giant club, you'd eschew the shield, and then you would be a melee glass cannon species, using the biggest weapons, and you're doing huge amounts of damage, but in return you have no defenses, so it's a race against time. So that was really unique, and that got taken out of the game and turned into something that's all my other characters. So I do almost every, not almost every other species, but I play most species and most characters this way. So yeah, something unique turned into something that's like everything else. So I'm not a fan. That's it. I'll try to stop whining about ogres. I just wanted to explain it. Alright, we reached level 13. I specifically set out in the beginning to try not to just whine about ogres the whole game. Instead I'll whine about traps. So our ancestor confused the imp, who then confusedly stepped onto the alarm trap, and now we don't have too much of the floor, but what's left of it is probably running at us right now, which apparently is not too much. Oh yeah, the other thing that we found at the end of the last episode was an artifact spear. I'm not willing to try that on unless I have an ID scroll. Oh hey, we have enough for thermic engine. Well, we're not really in a hurry for a melee weapon, especially now that we just found Spire. So I'm willing to just be patient. Let's see what's in Orc. Let's see what are in the shops there. And you know what? I think there is an identify scroll in a shop that we can buy for 20 gold, and then we can see what this spear is. My window just minimized. That was odd. +6 spear over Lek and MR+. Alright, that's our new weapon. And on the strength of that, I think I'm willing to train polearms. Alright, so let's forget about the random axes and things we're carrying around. Goodbye broad axe, goodbye I don't know, these random swords. Why am I even bothering? I mean, I guess the whip at least has some int on it. Alright, so yeah, a +6 spear of elect. That's also giving us extra MR, which brings us up to 3 pips of MR. We're probably not going to get paralyzed by orc sorcerers at all, and this means that now when we go into depths early, and even elf early, we're probably not getting banished. Oh, that's real exciting. And of course, Elec is an OP brand on a fast weapon like a spear. Very good. Is that all I wanted to do? We have 2 scrolls of immolation. I don't really need to buy a third right now. Let's mark the magic mapping as well. Potions of flight are unknown. I could basically, this is like buying an identify scroll for 30 gold here. Because then I wouldn't have to use an identify scroll on whatever potion's flight is. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I didn't have any other flight. Oh, it's still, I saved an identify scroll on the future potion of flight. So we've done D12. I think we head into Orc now rather than doing D13, 14, 15. You can get really scary enemies in Orc like Ettins or Stone Giants, but on average, I think those later stages of the dungeon tend to be scarier. Although in some ways maybe not, because we got MR++. So it's usually your vault's entrance vault that tends to be really scary and might have MR hex enemies like Ogre Mages. Whatever. I'm going to start off with Orc. I'm not going to think about it too hard. Our bolt of draining is at 12%, so our conjuration's got to 7 and stopped. I wonder, we've got necromancy still to go from 6 to 7. I wonder if that would drop. I think I might need to take them both to 8. Okay, let's put conjurations back on, up to 8. I'm not going to focus it though, because the spy is more important. Oh yeah, well, we're not going to train any polearms just yet. We're going to get spy going, and then we'll think about training for this spear. But even, I don't know if I'm imagining it, but even just tabbing with this, it feels like I'm doing lots of damage. It might just be, yeah, we put some lightning through some things. Yeah, okay. I'm not totally imagining it then. Alright, a very tame Orc one, which is nice. Because the thing that you're really worried about is you come down to Orc 1, you know you can't go to Lair, you know that you can't go anywhere else really, and there's a bunch of really scary things around. There's a pack with, say, a warlord, there's a stone giant, God knows whatever else, and you're going to have to fight them because you know that you can't go anywhere else. So we got lucky to have a tame Orc 1. Hey, we came down and immediately got marked. And this is our only stair, right? Okay. No, it's not. Oh, there's a hatch. Alright, there you go. We have a digging one, so actually I think we might dig into other bits. Because that experience that I just talked about how we didn't get, we're probably now about to get it on Orc 2. Seeing that we just got alarm trapped and the whole floor is coming. Well, I'm going to stay here for as long as I can, so that I can try to draw all the enemies to this stair before I then leave. Although I'm already feeling very overwhelmed. This Orc Sorcerer has a 1% chance to paralyze us. If I died to that, I'd be pretty filthy. I'm going to go up. Okay, we're going to X that stair, we're never going back there. I'm going to need to dig for the other parts of Orc 1. We do have 8 digging charges, so what I could do here is I could just guess. I could also read a magic mapping so that I don't just waste all my digging scrolls digging to nowhere good. I'm going to make one guess. I'm going to say this little nub here is kind of strange and I wouldn't expect it if this was the edge of the level. So I'm guessing the rest of Orc, or at least another part, is to the top left here. Okay, we did not. Okay, so rather than doubling down, I think I'll read the magic mapping. If we had 30 digging charges, I would just keep digging around. I was close. It was just below the nub rather than above. Okay, so we're gonna dig into here. And then get some more stairs so we're not stuck with the alarm trap. Which, I mean, it would be very fun and exciting, I don't deny that, but yeah. We're not going for fun and excitement here, we're going for tournament defenses. As in, I won it last time, so I'm defending my title. There we go. I shouldn't stand right on the Orc Knight. Even though he's confused, he can still hit me. I should not die to this troll randomly. Where's Spire? It's 14%. Okay. Let's walk around with Spire. Good. So it's dropped out of being a high miscast, as in it's not yellow anymore. Here's a jewelry shop. Things I see. More protection from magic. Yeah. +5 protection. Pretty good. +5 evasion. Pretty good. We got a spectator. Hey, is this for DCSS? I think you mean CSDC. There's also the Ring of the Fortune Teller with RN++, MP +9. C invis. I don't think we can use because of the dex -4. We've only got 7 dex total, so to lose 4 of that would put us at risk of becoming clumsy, which is where you have 0 stats in dex. So the shop is actually not that exciting. The protection and evasion are really good, but the other stuff we don't really need. Although maybe protection from firing. I'm just going to mark it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not in a hurry. But it means that we could still use our spear without having to wield the staff if we want RF. Okay, so this gave us a second downstairs, which I hope isn't right next to the other one. And it's not that far away, but it's kind of close. Well, hopefully it's not like everyone just doesn't notice. Maybe I think I won't do... If I do Mephitic, it's really loud, and the whole floor, including Saint Roka, is over here. So I kind of don't want to be that loud right now. Let's dance stuff up. This is kind of scary because I'm leaving a glaive guy and a halberd guy both there to hit us when we come back down. It's okay. We've got ogre HP. It's fine. It's fine. We swing at 1.1. I shouldn't be that cocky. Yeah, so when I hit stuff with a spear, if an enemy's in melee range with us, I give it the chance to hit us twice. Here's a knight. I came back down. Oh no, my ancestor was back alive. Good, we got to bring the knight up. That might sound like a bad thing, but this way we get to kill it, so we don't have to stare dance while it's miting the others, which is scarier for sure. And I'm just gonna walk it around and have a spire. Good. There's our ancestor. Do we have invis for Roka, for Saint Roka? No. So here's gonna be a hard fight. Do we have... Oh, we have Spire. My other play, if this gets too dicey, is I can always dig to this bit as well and get a third upstep, which we might do if Roka turns up, and we'll see. In addition to just hitting like an absolute truck, Roka of course has smites, so the whole kiting him thing just with Lightning Spire is not necessarily going to work. Because he'll just stand there and smite us. What's my Dispel Undead? There we go. This is not working. Alright, we'll dance one of these Polearm guys up. Okay, I don't want to mess around this, especially now that Roka's turned up. So we don't have any RF on right now, so the bolt of fire still potentially hurts. And I mean, yeah. That was a 630 that nailed us. He shocked us a bunch. Even though we had RLEC, it still really hurt. I'm going to go back to the other step. I'm just going to see if we can manage this. Here's another knight. He's going to start miting all these ones. This is real scary. I feel real afraid right now. I was going to put Spire on the stair out, which would have blocked it. That would have been a dumb play. Let's blink away. Same thing, we're just gonna walk away from these enemies while we got Spire up. Okay, the knight went down. Good. Pretty good spell, huh? And what else was there? Had Roka turned up? Oops. I keep hitting the wrong one. There we go. Roka is I don't know if he's back. Oh, he's definitely back. How do we fight Roka? He can't see invis, so that usually gets him good. But we don't know if we have invis. I'm going to do /- to look at the potions. We can buy a cancellation in the shop. That would ID that. Oh yeah, a bunch of these are in shops, so we can rule them out. But by doing that, we don't have the gold to buy these other rings, which I've just noticed we have enough for. I could go buy the +5 AC ring right now. Now, we already have +3 AC, so this is really like +2. It's not that exciting. Although, if we got +5 evasion, we'd be going down to 7 AC, which I don't like. So I don't think we can afford that one. You know what? We probably don't need the Ring of the Hippo on it most times. At this point in the game, when we're here in Orc. Because we'd still have 2 pips of MR. We'd still have RLEC on our cloak. We don't really need our poison or RC. Or RN. No, I mean we do kind of need RN for sorcerers. But yeah, that way we could have 15 AC. I think I like that. So, bad luck to buying the potions. +5 evasion, or +5 protection. I could have 10 AC and 15 evasion, or 15 and 10. I think generally AC is better than evasion, all things being equal. Alright, we will almost certainly be using the Ring of the Hippo in the future, once we go to Orc. Once we go to Elf, or if we see any enemies with hexes. But it's a pretty quick action to switch rings. So yeah, we'll be like this for now. And again, I ask you, how do I kill Roka? Our Hexa isn't resistant to electricity, so our Spire won't shoot through the Hexa. Or in this case, won't shoot it where the bounce is going to hit it. I wish we had a blowgun so we could curare him. Yeah, but really. I mean, even if I idealize, I don't think our Hexa would hex Roka. I don't want to die. It's true. I was trying to get rid of the High Priest because he's quite scary. He can summon dangerous enemies. Here's another one. And Rogue is back. Well, I'm going to tell everyone to focus on the High Priest. If we could just get rid of him, that would make this less scary. Alright, good. Is there any chance that we can just fight Roka? What has he got? A Battle Axe of Distortion. Oh god, any hits could end us. Oh boy, I didn't notice that before. He's way more dangerous than I even thought. Well, I can shoot Bolt of Draining at him. Oh god, space is bending around my skeleton. I mean, he's struggling to kill my skeleton, which is surprising. What is my skeleton? It's just a High Priest. I don't know how it's taking so many shots. Well, I mean it is, so I may as well keep going. We're still at 80 HP. I don't know, can we do this? Oh god. Still getting really distracted by all my friends. Ooh. So I haven't made a pillar yet, so this looks like it's connected to that, so we could walk around. but there's a chance that that's a dead end. And in that case, we might very embarrassingly die. Can I Ice Blast Saint Roka here? No. Can I Acid him? Yes. Oh god, he's very nearly dead. Oh, we got him. Nice, okay. I don't believe that. Voltage Draining did a really good job there. And I don't know, again, I don't know how that skeleton of the High Priest tanked so many shots from him, but he did. So that bought us the necessary turns. And in doing that, our Necromancy went to level 7, which is where we're going to stop. No, we're going to bring it to 8. I forgot. Yeah, because you see, it's still at yellow and 9% chance to fail. So I need it to at least not be yellow miscast effects. Okay, well what could be worse in here than Saint Roka with Distortion Axe? Nothing, right? So the rest of this should be easy. We're taking Summon and Air Magic to 6. Spies at 8%, so that will probably be sufficient. We got another dude. I'm just going to stand on the stairs, let my team take him out. Alright, he was confused. I thought the ancestor was trampling the orc back, but it's no, he was confused, so he was just wandering around randomly. There's our Orc Mines entrance. Here's a robe of magic resistance, so I don't know, maybe we can wear, I'm going to pick this up, maybe we can wear this in Orc, and this will allow us to not have to switch rings. I know, we've been spoiled for MR. Yeah, okay, this is definitely Josephine. We've got RN on, no we don't. We might switch that in a sec, but let me just dispel undead these dudes. I feel like we're going to lose this fight. I feel like I should throw out a Mephitic Cloud right now. Okay, we did... Oh, and I should put down a Spire. Okay, yeah, now we'll be fine. She ghostly fireballed us even though she was confused. No, she felt less confused. Okay, and then didn't notice us? That was weird. Okay, let's put our Ring of RN on. That's important here. We don't want to just get killed by ghostly fireball. Good. Okay. Oh, we failed Spire. Don't fail Spire. Our ancestor came back at the perfect time. That was awesome. I put the Spire down between us and the ancestor popped up on the other side. It was like I planned it. There's another robe of magic resistance. And I picked that one up too because we want to wear the one that looks better. Let's switch our rings back. Let's test this upstair bit. Before we do the end vault, I feel like the Orc 1 bit is usually safer than the actual Orc 2 end vault. Yes, someone had... Oh, chainmail poison resistance. Okay, nothing too exciting up here. Well, Orc so far, aside from the Alarm Trap and Saint Roka, I don't think it's been too bad. We've had to do a lot of stair dancing, but that's all normal. I should not be going to the right here. The end vault is probably in this direction because we've seen stone walls. So I'm better off clearing the left bit first. What was that spear? Just a +3 trident. Okay, my Ancestor keeps baiting me in. I don't want to go in. Stop it. Come back out. Let's clear the right first. We're being chased by a bunch of summons from a high priest. That's a worry. Oh. My ancestor's trapped in memory. Well, how do we kill this guy real quick? Acid maybe? Mephitic Cloud maybe? Oh right, I don't have my my ring of our poison on. So I can't step in Mephitic. Alright, he went down, good. Alright. Well, I didn't see him in the beginning, so he summoned a bunch of stuff before I even had a chance to react. And it looks like we've done this way now. Okay, into the end vault we go. That's a dead end, yeah. Alright, Warlord. Warlord and Knight. That can't happen because they're going to might each other. If I could just kill one of them. Why don't I just walk away with Spire? That's what I'll do. Let me check. Here's... Great Mace is plain. I mean, one Warlord isn't too scary, although I would like to have my Ancestor when we do this. So let's change stairs. There's a chance my Ancestor can just hex him. There's a chance I can hex him with Mephitic Cloud. Yeah, look at this. Awesome. Too easy. It's like, well, not advanced, but it's a really awesome Spire synergy where, because normally what you're doing is you're putting Spire down and you're making the enemy choose between you or Spire. But in this case, the enemy fights the Ancestor, Spire gets to shoot, and then I just get to stand in the back and not do anything. It's great. Still collecting my paycheck. It's like I've outsourced my killing. Oh yeah, Spire is also immune to negative energy, so I can shoot bolts of draining through the Spire as well. We've got some great synergy going on. Okay, so yeah, I can help here. And I completely forgot about bolt of draining. So when we were fighting that high priest earlier, when our ancestor had died, I should have done bolt of draining. I think I did an acid and then I just started hitting it with my spear, but the play was bolt of draining both times. Ooh, okay. So we got a rat skin cloak as well as another artifact cloak. The rat skin cloak's not bad. I like how it gives us +1 dex, and dex is our worst stat. But it would give us our poison. We're probably going to test out the twisted cloak, but let's see what else we got. No demon trident. This one has scrolls of teleportation, which we have 3 of, so I'm probably going to buy that pretty soon. Potion of might, we have lots of those, 6. And the other stuff here, curing we have 6 of, it's plenty. File of floods, meh. A bookshop, okay, a manual of earth magic, transfigurations, so we could buy this, get statue form, and manual of earth magic, be a massively high HP ogre. It's actually not crazy. We need a lot of gold for that, but it's not crazy. Book of Beasts gives us summon Mana Viper. I'm gonna want that in the future. Book of Ice. It has Bolt of Cold, so maybe we'll want it. I'll mark it. This one has Vile Clutch in it. We already have Bolt of Draining, so that would be paying 1,000 gold for Vile Clutch. I don't know, crazy things have happened, maybe we'll do that. We've found these other books. Alright, so that's a really good bookshop. That gives us a lot of options in the future. Yes, so what were we going to buy? That's it for Orc. And we only got 400 gold. I mean, okay, to be fair, look at our shopping list, it's huge. I'm going to rule out Maxwell's Thermic Engine right now. Anything else? No. Yeah, it's not my fault that we ran out of gold. I mean, the game tempted me into spending 800 of it on a ring of protection. It's not my fault, okay? I'm going to test out the Twisted Cloak. The strength plus 4 on our current one is not real exciting. And we have Aralek on the ring. We have no ID, so hopefully this just isn't horrible. It's a -4 cloak with drain on it. +6 slay is really nice. Int -3 is not. So there you go. We do get punished here. So we're going to get drained for our troubles here. That is why you want to ID things. So we go to red draining right now. So we can't even cast our spells anymore. Spire's at 38% chance to fail. So that hurt. Do I want to switch to the rat skin cloak? Can we afford it? I don't think we can anymore. No, we need more gold. Whoops. Okay, so that was a disaster. Will we switch to the rat skin cloak? Over this one, I think so. If nothing else, it's 2 extra AC. And I don't know, it's a way to have our poison at all times. We have our poison at all times if we want it on the ring. Yep, that was a bad cloak to be sure. Well, there's nothing else for it. I think we go finish the dungeon before we go into Elf. Are our spells ready yet? No. We're so drained, I can't even tell where we are. Okay, so our spell casting's almost done at 10. That'll be fine. Air magic, yeah. All this stuff's almost done, and then I think we're gonna train a bunch of fighting. We need a way to kill dancing weapons. At the moment, all we've got is our ancestor. Can you Vile Clutch them? I don't remember, but we don't. I spent all my gold. Uh-oh. Alright, well we're gonna have to figure out a way to kill dancing weapons between now and going into Elf. Core Imp is definitely not it. What's in our spell list? I mean, we could just learn something like Dazzling Spray. It's a conjuration and we've trained a bunch of that. That might be what we're gonna need to do. I'm gonna show that spell. Anyway, we've got a bit of dungeon to go before we get there, so let's not worry about that too much. Let's worry about just dealing with the fact that we can't cast our spells right now. Which is okay, I mean our ancestor can carry, but it's a bit of a worry. Onto D13. We hear distant snort, okay. Well here's our hint at what else is going to be like. Alright, I can't cast Spire, it's 38% chance to fail. Alright, let's magic map. See if there's a stair near. Yep. So that's. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. We need an upstair to go to the gauntlet. Okay, there aren't any that are too close. That's the closest one, and that's still kind of far. I don't like this stair though. Let's go to one of the others. I am going to wait. Suddenly sheep. Yeah, that's fine. We have a good spear and a shield. So the thing with the gauntlet is that you can always leave. Even if it looks like you wouldn't be able to do any of the pass. So you may as well go in and look. And okay, good, our ancestor comes. Alright. Alright, so what have we got? This looks like a complete maze to figure out where we're going. Okay, so it looks like we start off here. We pick left or right. If we pick left, we've got a centaur barding, and a moth of wrath with a bunch of wolves. That one's not too bad, although the loot in that one's crap. Then we can choose between a bunch of green deaths that give us a teleportation scroll, or one ghost crab? That can't be right. It's literally one ghost crab. Okay. And a heal wounds potion. And then in the final room, we'd have to go into this one with 2 swamp worms and a tyrant leech. And that would have an artifact amulet and an artifact ring, which is the best gear I've seen so far. Okay, on the right. First room would be 1 single slime. Okay, we can deal with that. An artifact hat and heal wounds. Okay, what's our current hat? It's just plain. Okay, that'd probably be an upgrade. We could pick, it can't be that many. Okay, a blizzard demon for an unknown potion. Or this side has some horrors with an artifact ring. That's probably better. And then lastly, we'd have to fight a 6 furry, and we'd have another artifact ring. You hear those birds? They're going off right now. Well, I think the better loot is probably on the right side. So it has 2 artifact rings, a heal wounds, and a hat. Whereas on the left we'd have a heal wounds, an artifact ring, an artifact amulet, and a teleport scroll. So it's like 2 bits of jewelry. I don't know. I mean, we don't have an amulet, so maybe that in itself is kind of exciting. But I don't know. Maybe this side is harder. 2 swamp worms and a tyrant leech is quite scary. So if we're going this side, we'd have 1 slime. That's fine. The horrors, that's fine. And then the 6 furry, we have RLX, so that's also fine. So we could do all of these just fine. It's just which side of loot do we want? 1 ghost crab. Yeah, no, I think the left side is definitely more dangerous. A bunch of berserked enemies, even if they're wolves, are still threatening. So I'm going to pick the right. And I think we can do it. Oh, this one's full of dispersal traps. Okay, so that's going to be fun. Alright, well, I don't need to buff against the death ooze, but I do want to have negative energy resistance. So he hits for 32, hits for another 32, can cause rotting. I thought he did negative energy damage, or maybe not. Actually, can we fight him then? That's a lot of damage. He's immune to negative energy, so abortive draining won't work. He's not immune to elect. So maybe... Well, I'm just going to go for it, and if we need to, we can quaff brilliance, but I don't think we do. I could also just grab... He's sitting over there. I could run to the left here, grab the loot, and then just bail. But it's also a bunch of experience. So maybe I'll just see if we can get spy to work. Nope. I should wield the whip. Here he comes. Nope. Oh, I did get it, but he destroyed it. Nope. Oh god. Okay. I don't think we're in too much trouble, but maybe, should I quaff an agi? I don't know, I can't tell how afraid I should be right now. He absolutely just wrecked my ancestor. But if our spire fires a bunch of times, what do? We can blink in here, right? I know teleportation doesn't work, but is the blink spell stopped from working in here? I kind of don't want to tell, or I don't want to find out if we're about to die. But I also don't want to blink right now, because... Wait, I can read the scroll and then cancel it. Okay, so we can read it. Okay, it does work, so it's just you can't teleport in here. Okay, that's fine. So if need be, we can blink and then escape. Okay, let's put out Alec. thing. I probably also, he's not resistant to fire, so probably what I should have done is also tried to put down a fire cloud. I could put one behind me and walk into it. Is that crazy? Because I want to make sure that he steps into it. Maybe that's crazy? Maybe it's not? Okay, it's not. It's not crazy. He wasn't that threatening, it turned out. So we get an artifact hat and a heal wounds. We don't have any ID. I'm just going to throw that on. Hopefully it's not like... Okay, it's not as bad as the cloak. It's not that exciting as a hat, although that's a really loud plane. It does give us RLEC without needing to have the ring on, so we can be more protected against the 6 furry room at the end. Alright, let's drop the plain hat. Or should we? No, I think we should hold it, because you can always enchant armor the plain hat, whereas we can't enchant armor this artifact one. Okay, so next room is going to be not the Blizzard Demon, it's going to be this side. And can we just fight this stuff? Probably. I don't think that's too dangerous. Yeah, these guys don't resist Alec. Okay, and we've only got a 17% chance to fail it now. I think they're going to be coming from this side. Okay, well they're going to sit there. So I can ignore them. Oh, that's dumb. Let me recall my ancestor. Okay. The way that I had us positioned, the ancestor wasn't going to, the spy wasn't going to be able to shoot. Also, I've just realized that these guys hit really hard. They hit for 40. They're not fast though. The large ones aren't. The small ones can be. Okay. And they're immune to negative energy. So this is a good example of why Bolt of Draining isn't so fantastic. See, if I swing here with the spear, we swing at 1.1, there's a small chance that they can hit me back twice. I think I'm going to go Acid Wand here. Alright, we got the first one. Let's keep going Acid Wand. Oh god, I thought we died. Oh, the screen came up. Oh god, it's alright. Okay, I just need to train some skills. Ooh, let's train fighting. I want to have more HP for when we go into Elf. You're always worried about max damage crystal spears there. So I think we're going to focus fighting. And let me just look at my spell list. It's sort of hard to tell because we're really drained. But we probably don't need more magic and summonings, air magic and summonings. I don't know that we want to train just fighting right now. Dodging sucks. We suck as an ogre and we only have 7 dexterity. So we're always going to be pretty crappy at that. I could train more Invo to make Idealize stronger. I think I like that plan actually. So we're focusing fighting. Let's train Invo from 8 to maybe 12. And I think we can just train like this for a little while. What about, do we want to start training towards any spells in shops? I mean, 660 gold we can buy Mana Vipers. So I could be training hexes, but that's a while off. I don't know. Although that does make me think that we could train a little bit more summonings. Why did Necromancy turn off? It never made it to 8. Okay. Let's put Necromancy back on. But let's also take summonings to 7. Because summonings is going to be useful for Summon Mana Viper in the future. So it's not going to be wasted experience. Oh god, I really don't want to die. I'm just gonna walk away. Please spire. Spire did not. Okay, so we found out these guys, the big one isn't fast. He's also real dumb. But I could walk around like this until I get my ancestor back. I could also go for a spire. 19% chance to fail. Yeah, let's do that. And then take him out. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Good spell. Great spell. We get an artifact ring that we again don't have any ID for. So do I just do this? I'm gonna do it. I'm a madman. RC+++, MR minus, strength minus 3, C invis, stealth minus. That's a bad ring, but it is a very ghetto C invis ring. So I'm gonna keep it. But hopefully I never have to use it. Alright, final room. I've got the RLEC on. We found out that these guys hit kind of hard even with RLEC. We should be okay. Let's again pull out our... Oh right, summon lightning spire won't do anything. Let's put fire down. Oh, we failed it. Please just put fire down. Okay, good. These guys, yeah, aren't resistant to fire in any way, so they should just tick out the fire here. Oh, fantastic. We'll magic dart them. No. Yeah. I feel like that's better than hitting them with the elect spear when they're immune to electricity. Oh man, this is like early game ghetto tech. Put down a conjure flame and then shoot magic darts. Our next artifact ring, we are full. Let's drop tomahawks. I have not thrown a single thing. If we're gonna throw things, both javelins and large rocks are better. We're gonna try this ring. Yeah. RN int +3. Okay. So our loot in here has been pretty meh. Oh. Now we gotta fight the, I was gonna say dragon, but he's actually called a minotaur. It's been 51 minutes. I kind of have to go. So sorry to do this to you. If you want to see the minotaur fight, you'll have to come back next time.